afternoon, everybody. It's Thursday afternoon, and I'm not going to be able to make it out in the woods for another week or so probably. So I was tagged by Survivor Metal Man out in Oklahoma, and he wanted me to answer 7 questions. So I thought I would go ahead and get that out of the way. Get this on the air anyway. So here we go. First question. Why do I do YouTube? It's not really hard to explain that one. I started going out in the woods about 2 years ago now. I was doing solo camps, and you've seen Brad in a few of my videos. He and I done quite a few camps together. And he was in a position where he was taking a job up north and going to be moving away. He just had a new baby and everything, so I'm back out in the woods by myself. So in order for all the critters not to think I was too crazy sitting around at least talking to myself, I would go ahead and stick a camera on a tripod in front of me and see how that worked out. So that's really kind of why I do YouTube. After my motorcycle crash, I got to watching YouTube and found a bunch of you camping guys and everything, and just couldn't get it out of my head. I had to go camping. So that's kind of why I do the YouTube. Just put myself out there. See what you think. Next question. Where did I get my channel name? Well, ZZ Outdoors. As you know by now, I've ridden motorcycles a large part of my life. Road names are just out there. Pretty much everybody that ever rides at some point in time gets a nickname, and that one just kind of stuck with me. Can you see why? Yeah, you kind of understand. You know, this really has nothing to do with ZZ Top. This is me. And as far as outdoors goes, I know a lot of people use the outdoors vernacular there on the end of it. To me, that was something from childhood. I never heard outside. When my mom told me to go play, it was get outdoors. And quite a few of my older generation relatives use the same term, outdoors. So that kind of stuck with me before I seen everybody online going with outdoors. So ZZ Outdoors. I think it kind of fits. Next question. How long have I been on YouTube? That one's actually kind of easy. This month, February, here just about the last week in February, I think it was the 28th, 29th, last year, is when I started. So almost exactly a year anniversary for me right now. What cameras do I use? The one that I started out with was a Fujifilm F20. Good little camera. Had it for years. Well, since '05. Had that camera since '05. And it's always been a really good little camera. I never made too many videos with it, though. Took a lot of pictures. At that time, I was working on motorcycles, building motorcycles, and painting. And I tried to keep a little log of everything that I'd done, just for my own sake, for nobody else really, but good little camera. And here, I think now about a month ago, my friend Limo Scott was digging around in his pickup truck, and he found the one that I be filming on now, which is a Sony Excite. I don't really know much about the camera at all. It shoots in HD. And I was told I've got a little better picture quality now than I did have, so I'm going to keep using it. Seems to be a good camera. It's easy to handle out in the woods. Of course, like my other one, it doesn't do well with water, so if I get out in the kayak this summer, I'm not sure which camera I'm going to have with me. Maybe I give me a GoPro by then, you know. But that's my cameras. And the next one, do I make my own thumbnails? Yes and no. I have made a few of them. I've only got 27 videos out right now, so I'm still getting used to using all of the hardware, software, whichever way it goes. I work off of a little laptop here at the house and just use the Movie Maker program on it. And so far I'm pretty comfortable with that one. And like I said, when it comes to making the thumbnails, most of the time I get one that I can pick from that's pretty good. If not, I bring one off of the video, which doesn't really happen all that often. So kind of yes, kind of no on that one. Next question is, do you make your own intros and outros? And yes, I did. And there's been some discussion about that here lately, and there was discussion about that when I was actually trying to put that little piece together on the front and on the back of my videos. I didn't want something too long. I just wanted something to kind of grab your attention, maybe just a nice little piece of music. And that picture happens to be one of my camps. New Year's morning 2015 is when that picture was taken out the front of my tent to the sunrise. And on the outgoing little shot that I got there at the end, that's a sunset on Kentucky Lake from about a year and a half ago, midsummer. So yeah, I made them. I'll stick with them for a while. Don't really need it, you know, just jump into the videos. I appreciate that fact too, you know. You don't have to take a monster amount of time to do editing and stuff to make a decent little video. So intros, outros, completely up to whoever's doing the video as far as I'm concerned, you know. And I guess the last question is here, will I ever quit YouTube? Too many variables. There's way too much stuff to think about there. And like I said in my intro, I plan on doing bike rides also and bike camp trips, solo, maybe just 2 or 3 guys, I really don't know. But the format may change a little bit, but I kind of doubt it, because it's pretty much going to be the same thing. Just an old country boy sitting out in the woods, and thought you folks might like to join me, you know. I think that should take care of the questions. And there's just one other thing that I would like to say at this point in time. I'm not going to tag anybody else, not today. I understand, you know, how the tagging situation goes and everything, and it's not that I want to put anybody on the spot, not really. But instead of tagging certain people out there, I just want to encourage everybody that's doing the YouTube thing to, you know, get out there and do that. I'm glad I was tagged. I'm glad Tori tagged me. And so I got a chance to sit down and do this. Not forced to do it, but it made me get to thinking about doing it and keeping things squared away, you know. So the one other thing that I wanted to say is it's been several videos ago, pretty close to a year ago, probably 8-9 months, I guess, really. I mentioned the grandson project on a couple of different videos, and I actually put some still shots of the boy out here working on it. We call that one Tadpole. And I'm going to stick a little video here on the end. The other day, went over to the boy's house where I've been keeping the bike. Actually got to work on it one more last time with the grandson, and he got to take it riding around a little bit. We're getting the license and everything squared away, but that was his 16th birthday present. He just turned 17. Now he gets to ride the bike by himself. So I'm going to stick that video in right here. Be back in just a minute. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I'm over here at a friend of mine's house where I've had this stored for just a little while trying to work on it. You remember a bunch of videos back, the grandson project. Well, here it is. Finally come to life. That's my grandson Tadpole on his 99 Sportster. And he's going to go for a ride. We just finally got everything together and squared away. And we'll see how this goes. So far, he's proved to be a good little rider. Let's see if he can get took off today. I'm not going to try to keep up with it. The grandson project on the road. kind of thought everybody might get a little kick out of seeing him take off on it there. He's ridden it a couple of times before, but just around the yard, just checking out the clutch when we got that situation all straightened out and everything. But he's passed his course, safety course. He has his license now. We got him insured, and we're going to get the title thing all transferred over the first of the week. So it's going to be his for sure now. I hope I answered the questions good enough there, and you know, I'm not trying to skate out of tagging anybody. I just think everybody ought to do it, really. Yeah. I'm going to be getting out in the woods next week. I've kind of got a little 2-day, maybe 3-day thing planned. We'll see how it turns out. This time of the year, the way the weather's coming in and out, it's hard to tell, isn't it? That rain last week kind of caught me by surprise, but we got through it though, didn't we? I guess that's going to kind of wrap it up for this one. Next time I get to you guys, I hope to be out in the woods somewhere. We'll see. And until next time, we're just waiting for the next big adventure.